and salutations. My name's Ollie, and here's your loaf of daily bread. Today's loaf comes to us by way of the philosopher and psychonaut, Terence McKenna, who says the following. My technique is, don't believe anything. If you believe in something, you are automatically precluded from believing its opposite. Well, my friends, Terence McKenna is saying something that I have repeated time and time again in these videos, and that is the fact that belief can become a sort of prison for us when we cling to it too tightly and without enough critical thinking. What I have found personally is that no belief is absolutely true, but most beliefs contain some elements of truth. And so if you commit wholeheartedly to one belief, you're missing out on the little seeds of truth that might be sprinkled in the opposite belief. If you commit, if you double down, if you believe in anything too tightly, then you're basically missing out on elements of truth that are found elsewhere. You're closing yourself off. You're limiting yourself with your beliefs. The proper way to handle beliefs is to use them. Maybe no belief is true, but many beliefs are helpful. Many beliefs are valid, and so it's our job to find those types of beliefs and to use them rather than to be used by them. When I talk about belief, what I'm actually referring to personally are theories. When I say I believe this, what I'm saying is this is my theory, and until it is disproved, I will continue to live according to it and use it to inform my life and my decisions. But as soon as evidence presents itself that lets me know that this belief is no longer useful or no longer valid, I'll be the first to discard it. So I guess my technique is similar to Terence McKenna's. I wouldn't say that I don't believe anything. I would only say that my beliefs are theories and I'm not that attached to them. I'm willing to let any one of them go if it's proven to be invalid or unhelpful. The theories that I use to guide my life have yet to be disproven, and I'm actively trying to disprove them because that's how I know whether they're solid or not. But in any case, I think McKenna offers some really good advice here. Maybe a little extreme, maybe we can moderate it a little bit, maybe we can add some caveats, but on a whole, I think it's solid advice. The moment you believe in one thing, you preclude yourself from believing its opposite. And why would you want to believe its opposite? Well, because there may well be elements of truth in the opposite belief. And when I say there may well be, I mean there most likely will be. So it's important to keep an open mind, at least open enough to entertain alternatives, because as soon as you close that door, you're locked in. And by the way, knowledge is just a specialized form of belief. It's a belief that we cling to so strongly. We call it knowledge, because in our minds, it's a fact, but in truth, there are no facts, and there is no certain knowledge, or at least there's very little certain knowledge, I would say. And that's one bit of knowledge that I'm confident in, that there's not a lot of certain knowledge to be found out there. Everything you claim to know is based in your subjective experience, one person's experience. And so it's quite arrogant to think that one person's experience is all you need to prove or disprove anything. Maybe it's more helpful to talk about what's true to you, what's a fact in your world, because in other people's worlds, these facts might be very different. Everybody is out there claiming to know. Everybody is out there with certainty and conviction. And personally, I think that we could do with a little bit less of that and a little bit more uncertainty, a little bit more doubt, not in others, not in their beliefs, but in our own stories, because those are the ones we believe in the most, and these are the ones that will lead us the most astray. They will do the most harm to us in our own lives. So audit your story. Make sure you don't believe in anything too strongly, because if you do, you've created a kind of prison for yourself. You've precluded yourself from even entertaining alternatives, and that's the narrowest and most rigid worldview you can possibly have. And if you've been watching these videos, you know what I think of those types of worldviews. So take it as you will, my friends. All right, well, that's all the time I have today. Thanks for joining me once again. And like always, don't forget to keep crushing it. Don't just live well, live excellently. And I'll catch you in the next video.